The question says that I cap and j cap are unit vectors along x-axis and y-axis respectively. What is the magnitude and direction of vectors I plus j cap and I cap minus j cap? So we have to find out the magnitude and direction of these two vectors. So let us construct a coordinate axis first. Let this be x-axis and this be y-axis. So I cap plus j cap would be somewhere with this unit 1, it would be here. Now we can represent it as I cap plus j cap. It is making an angle of theta with the positive direction of x-axis. Now along with this we can also construct I cap minus j cap. So I cap minus j cap has positive 1 component in the positive direction of x-axis and negative 1 component in the y-axis direction. So positive 1 unit would be this and negative 1 unit would be this. So its head would be somewhere here. So this can be constructed like this with an angle of phi. So we know that this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit, and also this is 1 unit in magnitude, and this is 1 unit in magnitude. So finding out the angle theta and phi, we have to find out the direction of the vectors. So theta can be said to be tan inverse of 1 or 45 degree with the positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. Now phi can be said as tan inverse of minus 1. Now this will give us either minus 45 degree or we can say clockwise direction 45 degree. So the second vector is lying in the fourth coordinate, whereas first vector is lying in the first coordinate. Now we have found out the direction of these two vectors. Now we have to find out the magnitude of these two vectors. So magnitude of the vector, we know the formula for the magnitude of addition of vectors. So if we have two vectors A plus vector B, then its magnitude is going to be under root of A square plus magnitude of B square plus 2A B cos theta, where theta is the angle between these two vectors. Now this would give us 1 square plus 1 square, as cos theta would be 90 degree and this would result out to be 0 because I cap and j cap has 90 degree angle between them. So this will turn out to be root 2. So the magnitude of both the vectors is going to be root 2. Now the second part of question says that what are the component of vector 2i cap plus 3j cap along direction of this first vector and this second vector. So to find out the component of one vector on another vector, we need to find out the unit vector along that direction first. So if we have to find out the component of vector A, on vector B, so we will take the dot product of these two vectors, provided that vector B is a unit vector. Then the dot product of these two vectors will give the component of vector A on vector B. So simplistically we can say that vector A dot product of vector B divided by the magnitude of vector B, because if we have to find out the unit vector along the direction of vector B, then we can divide it by its magnitude. It will give us the vector component along this vector. So here vector B is this, either this vector or this vector. So let us first consider the case of I cap plus j cap. So vector A is 2i cap plus 3j cap. Now as per the formula above, we can say vector A is 2i cap plus 3j cap dot product of vector, this vector I cap plus j cap divided by its magnitude, that is root 2. Now we know that the dot product is simply the product of its component, summation of products of its component. So it would be 2 plus 3 divided by root 2. This will give us 5 divided by root 2. So vector A has, this vector has this much component along this vector. Now in second case we have I cap minus j cap. Now similarly we can find out 2i cap plus 3j cap dot I cap minus j cap divided by root 2. Now that will give us 2 minus 3 divided by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. So minus 1 by root 2 is the component of vector A along this vector I cap minus j cap. Thank you.